What's going on, YouTube? It's James with ChiHammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and it's Adepticon GT Championships. Finally, guys. God, I've been waiting to do this video. So, I'm not gonna lie. It's like I'm at work right now, and I am trying to, get this video in before, I start work, because, that's how excited I am to get these videos done. So, I'm sorry if this seems a little rushed. I don't want it to be rushed, but this first game I got against a great opponent, somebody that I did not expect to ever play again, and it's Lord Tremendous. Lord Tremendous in round one. Now, first of all, I didn't ask for this. I think the TO did it based on the fact that Lord Tremendous said he would give him $50. So I'm assuming that Bill kept up with his end of the promise and gave the $50 to the TO who actually set this up. But yeah, so I got my first game against Tremendous, and you know, I'm really excited to try out this list. It's a different style of list that I'm used to. It is a lot more gunline-ish. Not that I'm like a huge fan of gunline armies, but it kind of has to go with the fact that my army is struggling. It is really struggling. Core struggles. The mounted, or not the mounted, I'm sorry, the Ed Bashers are almost unusable just because 30 bodies is so small. The 6 aboard is nothing, it's garbage, and basically it turns into like you're getting shot out of combat, or you're getting killed by even just cheap ruby rings before you get into combat, and then your initiative 2 it goes so slow that you just get wiped out. So it's just like the Ed Bashers themselves are just so it's hard to use them with that little body count. And then so I was like, what could I do? So I played this core, and I was playing with so many different options on UB. I was playing so many different options, and I came up with this Goblin core, and I'm really excited to try it out to see how it works. And then there's this big block of Iron Orcs in the middle just to hold down the center. Anyways, I just went on a freaking small tangent there over core and all that crap, but let's go over what we have to do here and what my opponent has. So first off, I have Pyromancy, so I have the Ruby Ring of Ruin, I have a Scorching Salvo, I have Cascading Fire, Immolation, and Enveloping Embers. Now, Enveloping Embers is not really going to do shit against Ogre Cons. So I really got to rely on the Ruby Ring, the Scorching Salvo, and maybe get some extra damage from the other spells. Alright, now for my opponent here, if you guys don't know Lord Tremendous, which I have no idea why you know me, but you don't know Lord Tremendous, but Lord Tremendous here is running his 2 Tusker Cav, I'm sorry, 3 Tusker Cav. There's 1 hiding back there. He made them this thin because of the objective, and I'll show you that in a little bit. They do have the War Standard with them, and yeah, War Standard. Then he has a unit of the Good Old Boys. The Good Old Boys are like 7 Ogre Tribesmen. Now, the Tribesmen, I'm just looking up his list here. Yeah, he has 7 of them. They have the Banner of Discipline. They have the Khan with them, or Kagan, whatever they're called. The Kagan has Kingslayer, Hardened Shield, Talisman of Shielding, Horde Master. The other one has Heart Ripper, Yeti's Fur, and Troll Eater, and he's the BSB. Now, I'm just kind of curious on what he took and why he took it. So I was just looking at his list. Sorry. All right, over here, as you can see, he has a Bow Wowzer in the middle there. That is his little saber tusk cat. In the back, you could barely make it out. Not his bulge, but the thing in front of his bulge, which is Skaz. Skaz is a level 4 shaman, or thaumaturge. Yes, level 4 thaumaturge. He has a Dragonfire gem, and that is it. Nothing extra. And then in front of him, he has Rufus. Now, Rufus is a Frost Mammoth. Coming up on this side over here, we have another unit of 8 tribesmen, or I'm sorry, 7 tribesmen. That one has the BSB, as you can tell. The BSB is right there. That's what I already mentioned before. They don't have anything extra with them besides the BSB. They all have Iron Fist. And then over there, the big guy in the center, the Hard Knocks. That guy is me, ChiHammer. With the freaking wife beater and everything, even Sweaty Pits. He got every detail just right. Sweaty Pits, green stuff in my teeth. I'm just saying, that's exactly how I look in real life. Next to ChiHammer is 3 lead belchers, and then next to them is a scoring unit of nobblers. Now he also has some nobbler trappers here over on this side. And then, oh, there we go. Can't forget, he has Lord Tremendous himself all the way on the right flank on his own, on his War Teddy. Now, Lord Tremendous himself has... Dun, 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 he's a Mammoth Hunter. He has the Obsidian Sword, Armor of Fortune, and Headhunter. And he's on a Tusker mount. Awesome. Alright, so if you want to see what my list is actually online. I already have it up as a Adepticon list, but I could put a link down below. As you can see, we lined up like this. Now the objective, this is the same scenario we had in the team tournament. We had it again on the championship tournament. It's secure the target. Now you have 2 targets, alright, and you get to split them up. They have to be within 24 inches of each other or whatever, right? So I was the first one to place the one on the left. I was hoping that he would have gone ahead and put his 24 inches away from mine, which would have left it closer to the center of the board. But Tremendous got a little clever with it. I don't know if he got clever or if he was just being random, but he just put his all the way as far right as possible, near none of my scoring units. So that's a very clever trick by Tremendous, by Bill. And as you can see, this is kind of how we lined up. Now, I kind of have the same philosophy for all my games here. Is basically Black Orcs in the center, 2 Goblin units on the flanks to just throw out Fanatics and weaken up anybody coming by. Chariots can go anywhere, really. And then there's another unit of, let me get to this picture here, another unit of Common Goblins sitting back here, just kind of, that unit of Common Goblins, it's Bazooka's unit. The Bazooka and the Horde is what they're going to be named. That's actually my bread and butter of this whole army. They're the ones who are actually doing majority of the damage that most people don't realize, and they're well protected. So that's kind of the cool thing. We got this Chicken Rock on the left side, and then I also have my guy with the Axe of the Apocalypse hiding behind the Chicken Rock all the way on the left. This is basically because he has those 3 Tuskers over there. They have great weapons, and I need to get rid of them before those guys could do some serious damage on my whole army. All right. So, as you can see, this is kind of how he deployed. We're going to go into Tremendous's turn 1. So OgreCon's turn 1. Now, fuck that. Tremendous! Lord Tremendous, turn 1. Lord Tremendous, turn 1. He's going to go ahead and he moves up. He is not afraid. He knows I have a gun line. He knows my list. He knows exactly what I have. So he's just like, well, fuck it. As you can see, he made the Tusker small just so he could fit on top of that bridge, and he was going to use that to his advantage so he doesn't have to take DTs. And he just moves everybody up to the water. He's like, I'm going to have to deal with it anyways. I might as well just go ahead and go forward and deal with it. He left Rufus in the woods, which is kind of smart. I think he put Scaz behind him, which I do have questions about, actually, if it comes up. And then, as you can see, this side, he's just kind of coming around towards my my flank. For some reason, his model, the Lord Tremendous model, is glowing. He just has like an aura of like, ah, around him right now. Anyways, Magic Phase, he got 6 power dice. He goes ahead and he throws up a Comet, or Wrath of the Gods, excuse me. And he gets it off. I mean, I think he used 4 or 5 dice to do it. And I was just like, alright, I'm going to try to stop it. And I roll my dice and I just rolled like a pathetic number. So he puts the Comet down right there. And yeah, that's gonna kind of hurt in the beginning. The good news is I don't have any War Machines, so I'm just like, whatever, you know, okay, I'm gonna lose like 12 Goblins. And then that's it for Magic. Shooting Phase is gonna go ahead and shoot these trappers over here into my Wolf Chariot, Fluffy, and they end up getting 1 wound down, and that's it. That is his turn. It's going to go into ChiHammer turn 1. ChiHammer turn 1. So I go ahead and I play with the line of sight arc of the Tuskers. The Tuskers are facing towards my Goblins and my Black Orcs, so I go ahead and I move up the Axe of the Apocalypse all the way to the flank of them. Same thing with the Chicken Rock. Chicken Rock's going to the flank. That'll give me, as soon as he crosses the water, it gives me beautiful charges all around, basically. He has nobody really chaffing him. He could try to get the dog to chaff him, but it's kind of, it's a little bit too late kind of a deal. And I also have in the fields my dragon rammers just looking to ram somebody who comes across that bridge. So I have everybody like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and play a bunker for a minute and let the axe and the spider basically rack up my points for me. That's what I'm trying to. That's my philosophy for this whole tournament going in, is basically try to play small. Just try to play it where I'm earning small points and then take the objective. So that's basically what's happening here. Anyways, Magic Phase, I got 3 power dice. I go ahead and I do a Ruby Ring, I fail it. Then I go ahead and I do 2 dice on a Scorching Salvo. I think I did the small one. It goes off, and I end up doing a wound onto the tribesman there. I think I did a wound onto Rufus, and I end up using the attribute to kill the dog, and that's what I ended up doing. I killed poor Bow Wowzer. And yeah, and I ended up doing a one wound onto the Tuskers too. That was actually unexpected. The comet does come down. As you can see, my shaman jumped from the cave goblins into the, or I'm sorry, he jumped from the bazooka's horde into the black orcs because he has the 5-up ward item against magic resistance item. So he's going to go ahead and do it. It comes down and ends up only killing off 2 of my black orcs because of that, and kills off like 4 cave goblins, and I think none of the common goblins. Over here, shooting phase. I'm going to go ahead and shoot these guys into his tribesman, or do 2 wounds. End up shooting the other ones into these guys, do 1 wound, and that's basically it. I don't think I did much else besides that. It's going to go into turn 2. Lord Tremendous, turn 2. He's going to go ahead and charge in. He's charging into the cave goblins. And I'm just like, it's kind of a far charge. If he fails the charge, it's not really worth throwing out my fanatics yet. So I decided not to throw my fanatics. I'm going to go ahead and stand and shoot. I don't even think I do a wound. He's going to fail that charge. Oh, I do a wound. I do a wound through stand and shoot. And he fails the charge. Over here, he charges ChiHammer in. And I'm just like, same thing, stand and shoot. I don't think I do a single wound. He's going to fail that one regardless. And then, I mean, it's like max distance. He needs to basically roll high numbers. And I think that's what his strategy was, just to go for the high number charge. He's going to go in with the tribesman here into the black orcs. Same exact thing. I'm like, it's a far charge. He's not going to get it. Holy shit, he got in. What the fuck? I think he needed like an 11. He rolled a 12. He was just like, we were all like, oh shit. Oh man, so he gets in like so. He's gonna take advantage of the fact that my shaman's sitting on the corner, and then basically, like I said, the Tuskers fail the charge, giving up a beautiful flank to Boss Sabretooth there. He decides he's gonna back up his Tuskers, or he's gonna back up his Tuskers by putting the good old boys hiding right behind him. So if I do charge and then overrun, I'll be kind of screwed by those guys, or vice versa, whatever, right? Moves Rufus up. Now the one thing is, Rufus is nowhere in range of lowering my initiative, which I don't think really matters too much, but we'll see how that goes. And then he's getting his trappers closer over here. This is kind of bothersome to me because I don't want to release my fanatics before I need to, which I'm like, So I've moved my chariot there. Hopefully the chariot can just ram those guys, and or no, it's his turn, so I'm just saying, but basically I'm just afraid of that. Anyways, he did fail his charge there. He failed his charge there. Tremendous is coming around the corner. And magic phase, he got 12 power dice. Oh shit. Oh shit. He goes ahead and he does Hand of Heaven, just freaking nukes 2 of my freaking goblins here, which I'm like, whatever. It's kind of a running joke with me, is like, whenever anybody wastes their nuke spells or shooting onto my goblins, I'm like, whatever, they could die. I am such an orc that I'm just like, the goblins? What goblins? We had goblins with us? Oh man. He gave these guys the breath weapon, and then he goes ahead, or did he give them a breath weapon? Probably. I don't remember what he had. Then he goes ahead and he does Speaking in Tongues onto my common goblins. Now this is really interesting. He did this on purpose because he wants me to fail a panic check or something and just run. He had a whole theory on this, why he wanted these guys to have Speaking in Tongues. I'm trying to remember. He'll explain it in his video. But it goes off, and then I stop his comet. Shooting phase. These guys shoot my goblins to kill off 1 of them. These guys shoot my goblins and kill off like 4 of them. Tremendous shoots the goblins, kills off 1 more of them, and then close combat over here. I challenged. Somebody challenged. One of us challenged. But his Khan is here, facing off against the Juggernaut Ironjaw. Juggernaut Ironjaw is like, whatever. You're not going to hit me, wound me, or anything like that, so I'm just going to go for it. And he ends up doing 1 wound. He did 1 wound that just, I failed the armor, I failed the regen, and it went through. I did like 2 wounds to him, and we just stick there. His tribesman impact hits, kills off 2 of my guys, and I go ahead and I pick extra hand weapons. I'm just gonna go balls out and just rip apart as many as I can. And holy shit, I kill 4 of him. 4. Oh shit. He goes back and he ends up killing. Oh fuck! Holy massacre! I didn't even remember this. Holy shit! That's what happens when you play a game a week ago. Let's see, 4, 8, 9. He killed 9 total, so 7 more. Holy crap! And I think that might be including stomps. Now he loses combat. I did a total of 10 wounds. I have a rank and a banner. He has a BSB, a charge, and he did 9 wounds. So he loses by like 1 or 2. He rolls it. He sticks like a boss. And I'm just like, ugh, that kind of puts me in a shitty spot. Really not going to get a good chance to utilize the horde formation anymore. So I think I try to go up into ranks. But anyway, it's going to go and start off turn 2. ChiHammer. ChiHammer turn 2. Boss Tooth is charging in. It doesn't sound the same as like Koopa. It's like Tooth. Nah, it doesn't work. Saber. No, doesn't work. It's not the same, guys. This is like one of the first reasons why I started missing Koopa. Anyways, because not because of his performance, because of just yelling Koopa. Anyways, and insulting Koopa. Anyways, you're gonna hear me say that in all 5 games. All 5 games, I'm gonna be like, I miss Koopa. Anyways, Tooth is charging in. This is gonna be beautiful. He has a freaking axe. He's gonna be on the flank. I'm gonna freaking go before these guys. I'm gonna probably kill 2 to 3 of these guys all in the first round of combat. And my opponent gets really smart and says, flee. Fucking breaks and takes off. Goes through his unit of tribesmen. Goes through Rufus. Pops out the woods onto the other side. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He lost 1 of the Tuskers due to the DTs. Good job, Tooth. And it kind of just put me in a shitty situation. I was like, oh man. So I think I might have redirected into his main bunker, or I might have just said, yeah, I'm good. I think I'm good. It does cause Skaz to panic, because why not? Skaz is just a rat bastard anyways. He's gonna run. And these guys ran all the way over here. They took... Oh no, they didn't die from DTs. I thought they did. Anyways, and that's about it. I go ahead and I move. Why didn't I charge? Oh, I charged my cave goblins into his trappers. They fled. They ran up the hill, which is okay, because my reason for doing that was, you know, he was getting so close where he's going to make me pop my fanatics, and I didn't want to lose my fanatics for no reason. I didn't want to... I think I was kind of in a shitty situation because his tribesmen were behind me, his trappers were in front of me, so I was pincered in. I was going to have to use my fanatics. I was like, if I charge and get in close combat, it's a combat I'll win, but I don't want to release my fanatics, basically. That was the only reason why I did it. And he fled, and I failed to charge, but it did put me 8 inches away, or more than 8 inches away on all sides, which is just great. I go ahead and I move up the chicken rock to back up Boss Tooth, and I move up the Dragon Rammer closer to back him up, and I'm just going to keep picking at that tribesman block with the good old boys in it. As you can see, this is kind of an upward view. I never take a picture in this angle, but it works. But that's how the table looks. Magic phase, holy shit, 11 dice. And for the record, I started loving that Switzerland dice. Okay, whoever gave me that, was like Alan or Philip, gave me that Switzerland dice. That dice is fucking awesome. I love it. That and the Austria dice. Anyways, I go ahead and I do enveloping embers, because why the fuck not? It goes off, ends up killing off 1 ogre. Great, that works. I go ahead and I do immolation, and I put it right in front of Boss Tooth. And I'm like, if you're gonna charge me, dude, you're gonna have to go on the frickin' flaming water, alright? It's like the frickin' green fire, the dragon fire in Game of Thrones. It's just starting the water on fire. And I'm like, go ahead, charge him. By all means, you'll win combat, you'll get it, you'll take frickin' you'll take 8 hit strength 4, and then when you overrun to chase me, you take 8 hit strength 4 again. Anyways, maybe not. Maybe it just might be 1. Anyways, do the attribute, still pick at his tribesman. Then I go ahead and do Scorching Salvo. He stops that one, and then I go ahead and I release my fanatics. I believe that, because the tribesmen are really close on my right side, I have to release my fanatics at the start of the shooting phase. So I go ahead and I release them, and I throw them like this. I throw 1 in front of his tribesman block, and I throw 1 in front of Rufus. And I was like, not only are you going to have to take immolation damage, you're going to have to take a fucking fanatic if you go in. I could not have asked for a better blocking of a charge, like, ever. Fanatics and immolation. That is nasty. Anyways, I don't think shooting really did much. I think I tried to shoot him. It didn't do anything. And I tried to shoot over on that side. Didn't do anything. Anyways, close combat here. Close combat. I go ahead and I put on... I don't think we did any wounds. I think we both just kind of whiffed. These guys over here, he ends up... Really? Did I only do 2 wounds? I think I only did 2 wounds. I think I whiffed, did 2 wounds. He did 1 wound back. I win combat again. He sticks again. I reform into ranks, and I'm just like, that was kind of a waste. I think I did hand weapon shield. That's why I didn't do extra hand weapons again. I said there's no point. I'm going to win this combat now. This is just going to be a grind. Nobody's here to back you up. I'm going to go hand weapon shield so I don't lose more bodies, basically. But I win combat. He sticks again, and we're going to go to turn 3, Lord Tremendous. Lord Tremendous, turn 3. He's charging in. He's charging Tremendous in. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to just stand and shoot regular bows into Tremendous. Then he decides he's going to charge ChiHammer in. And I'm just like, ChiHammer, you bastard. You're getting the cow. The cow-nado. The cow-nado is going for ChiHammer. I'm like, fuck this. And not only that, I am making sure I'm angling it so I don't hit him. I want to stop within 12 inches before he hits my flank. Alright, so I throw both of the fanatics in. Both the fanatics land in the water, okay? Cow-nado and the other guy land in the water. Both of them pass the dangerous terrains, and he's just like, shit. Look at them, look at them. There's Cow-nado! And like I said, Tremendous is going in. Where's the rest of the pictures here? Nobody else is charging in. Oh, no, wait, yeah, I don't think anybody else is charging in. Actually, I think he did charge in his tribesman. I think he charged his tribesman into Boss Tooth anyways. He was like, fuck it. He fails the charge. He gets hit by this guy. This guy kills 2 of his freaking tribesmen. They're not going to panic, though, because they have the banner discipline. Alright, here we go. Oh, he charged Rufus in. Rufus goes ahead and hits, gets hit by his fanatic. That fanatic only does 2 wounds out to Rufus. Okay, sorry. There's a bunch of charges going around. And he goes ahead and he's like, I'm not scared of the cow-nado. I'm going in. He charges in. He gets hit. 46 hits. Alright, he gets in. He connects the charge, might I add. Alright, and I roll an 18 hits. 18 hits. I freaking rolled a wound, and I rolled like 10 wounds. It was ridiculous. I just as Tremendous said to me, he was like, it was just an explosion of freaking blood and guts from the cow-nado from ChiHammer. ChiHammer just exploded open. Alright, the guts are falling onto the lead belchers. The lead belchers are just running. They're just like, get the fuck out of here. Did you see what just happened? Yeah, there was a fucking cow that just killed that fucking that rock. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Holy crap. 18 hits and I exploded a rock like that. Holy shit. That is impressive. ChiHammer, or Tremendous gets in, though. And Tremendous is probably going to punk my goblins, because I think I'm just barely in the 12-inch bubble. Maybe, maybe not. Anyways, as you can see, oh, he charged into my goblins. He was expecting me to terror check. That's what happened. And he got in, as you can see, on the left side, he got in. I didn't fail the terror check, though. I passed a leadership 5 terror check, because I'm in horde formation and I rolled 3 dice, and that's why he did speaking in tongues. That was his whole reason for doing speaking in tongues. Anyways, his Tuskers rally, his Lead Belchers are running. Magic phase, he got 11 power dice. Holy shit. Scaz rallied, which we didn't expect. So he goes ahead, he does Wrath of Gods, and he puts it down right here again. And I'm just like, ugh. And that goes off. and he rolled double sixes when he did it, so he's going to go ahead and lose that spell. He can no longer use it after this turn. Over here, close combat, impact hits just kills like 4 of my freaking guys, 5 of my guys. He goes ahead and he swings, he kills off a bunch more. I am not that fast. I end up doing a couple wounds, but that's it. I mean, these guys did their job. They freaking detracted his charges. They freaking did a bunch of wounds. They're going to run like little pansies they are. You know what? It's okay. They did a good job. Good job, dead cave goblins. He ends up going in and swinging with all his guys, his rock arc, frost arc, and all that crap. And I have 2 left. These 2 are gonna run. He chooses for me to run from the frost mammoth, Rufus. So I run crooked like so. He chases crooked like so. I think that was just poor planning. I don't know, or maybe he wanted to come this way to get my guys. Anyways, he clips into my dragon rammer like so, which, okay, that happened. And then my cave goblins actually get away, but they're in my way for the counter charge from my common goblins, from Bazooka and the Horde. So, that kind of sucks. Alright, over here, close combat, I'm like, you know what, I'm sick of it. I'm just going to go ahead and attack them all. I go extra hand weapons, I rip apart the unit. He is still stuck in combat with Jugs the Iron Jaw, and he ends up losing combat. He ends up only doing 1 wound on my guys here. He ends up losing combat. I think, does he stick again? I think I might have made him run. I think he ran at this time. I don't have a picture of it, but I'm pretty sure he ran. Yeah, he did run. Alright. And it's going to go ahead and start off my turn. ChiHammer turn 4? 3? 4? Somewhere around there. Anyways. As you can see, why is Rufus dead? Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I am so sorry. That's horrible. So, I break this unit, okay? I break his BSB. His BSB is going to run crooked as hell. It runs through Rufus. Rufus panics. Rufus runs through his own tribesman, through the space rock, through the boss tooth, and pops out on that side and dies from dangerous terrains. And I even forgot that happened. What the fuck? Oh my god, and there we go. And I'm chasing this way. Now I believe it'll be my turn or so. No, it's not even my turn yet. Holy crap. That's funny. His guy gets away by 1 inch, unfortunately, but he's pinned between a rock and a hard place. It's literally a space rock and a hard place. And, over here, close combat, Tremendous just fucks up my goblins. My goblins really don't do shit. I think I might have squeezed out a wound. I doubt it. They're going to run. He chases. I explode. He gets into the woods, and he figures he's safe in the woods for a turn. Now it's my turn. ChiHammer turn 3. ChiHammer turn 3, I'm going to charge it to his freaking guy just to get rid of him. It's his BSB. It'll put me in a good scoring position on top of the freaking, on the bridge. And he doesn't even run far, because I was going to just ping-pong him off with Tooth and my guys. But he's going to just, he dies. From the charge. I believe I just catch him. Not only does he die, actually he becomes a traitor. He ends up joining my cause. He's like, you know what, you guys are not that bad. I'm going to be part of you guys. Hopefully they don't notice. Anyways, there's not much. I do a little bit of moving. I don't think my goblins rally. They just keep running off the table. I turn my common goblins to face the ass end of his ogre block. And Magic Phase. Magic Phase got 7 power dice. So go ahead and I try to do a Ruby Ring onto Tremendous. I do a wound, okay? I go ahead and I give Cascading Fire to this guy so I can do an attribute onto Tremendous. And I try to squeeze out another wound. I do. Okay. And then Wrath of the Gods comes down. Wrath of the Gods ends up killing off 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my horde. That sucks. Kills my wolf chariot, the fluffer. The fluffer. And, yeah. Over here, Impact Hits does 2 wounds onto my Dragon Rammer. Dragon Rammer swings, kills off 1 tribesman. I was like, fuck you. Bach! And then he's going to go ahead and kill my Dragon Rammer. He chooses to overrun into my freaking space rock. I'm like, alright, it's going to happen. Bring it. It does make him out of line of sight of my general's bunker. But, I I will be stubborn with my general being there. It's going to start off his turn. Lord Tremendous turn 4. Lord Tremendous turn 4. As you can see now, alright, in all the Chaos and Dead bodies, alright, I believe his Nobblers never rallied. I believe they just kept running off the table. Alright, he takes the other Nobblers and puts them on the bridge. He has a scoring objective right there. That sucks, and I have nobody on that side to handle them at all. So his Lead Belchers rally. Alright. And those guys are dead, even though they look like they're still there. His Tuskers are just chilling there. That's that side of the table. Anyways, Magic Phase, he got 7 Power Dice. He goes ahead and he does Hand to Heaven onto Boss Sabretooth here. And I just shrug it off. He doesn't really even wound. He goes ahead and he does Speaking in Tongues on the freaking Space Rock. Holy shit, this sucks. I needed to stop this spell. I didn't. Now I'm only going to be Leadership 6. Yeah. Then he goes ahead and he shoots his Ogre Crossbow into my Goblins, my Horde. Kills off 2 more of them. Over here, Impact Hits does 1 wound. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to attack the unit. I got to kill what I can. I end up killing off 1 Tribesman. He goes ahead and he attacks back, and he just whiffs. He whiffs big time. And I apparently threw up Cascading Fire onto my Spider here. So the Spider's going to go ahead and do Cascading Fire damage. It ends up doing 2 more wounds. He has a charge, a banner, and a wound. He fails to wound the Spider besides that. I have about 5 wounds. So I win combat. He's like, shit. He hits the freaking roll. He rolls it. He passes his panic check. But it's going to start off my turn. ChiHammer turn 4. ChiHammer turn 4. Here it goes. Bazooka in the Horde. Holy shit. I love these guys. These guys are the sneakiest bastards around. Nobody ever expects them to be this nasty. Alright, so they're going to charge it to the rear. Alright, they get in. I don't charge Tooth in, or the Black Orcs in, because if I charge the Black Orcs in, I'm going to lose the objective. I even thought about it. My brother was there, and he's like, giving me the eye, like, don't do it. Don't do it. But I'm like, alright, this is all I really need. Magic Phase, I got 7 Power Dice. I go ahead and I do an Immolation right in front of Tremendous, just to do the attribute. I do 3 wounds, and he passes them all. Over here, he challenges with his Con, and I accept with my Goblin Champion, and he's just going to punk my Goblin Champion, and I go ahead and I do all the shade he gets and the Spider into the remaining Tribesmen, and I just kill them all outright. He's like, oh shit. Alright. I think that's close to the end of the game, if not the end of the game. Oh, he stomped me, beat my ass, probably got 4 wounds here. Now, I have probably, I think he had 2 wounds before we got into combat. So he had 3, 4. So I did 4 wounds, which his 4 wounds evens it out. But I have a charge, a big rear, 2 ranks, and 3 banners. I'm winning by 9. Holy fuck. He can't roll it. He has to run. I'm going to chase with everything. And I just eat his general. And that's basically it. That's the end of the game. The objective, I got about 16 points, just straight out, 16 points. We both have the objective, so neither one of us is getting those additional 3, +3 or -3. And it's a big win for the Orcs and Goblins. Big win for ChiHammer against Lord Tremendous. Yeah. That was actually a very impressive play of how most of my units, I want them to work. Black Orcs were solid. The Common Goblins did their little sneaky parts and just damaged and all that. And then the Fanatics were just a thing of beauty. So the only thing I'm finding is flank protection, because once the common cave goblins are getting hit by something fast, there's nothing protecting the flanks from them. Anyways, they're protecting the flanks of my Iron Orcs, but nobody's protecting them like a Spider would have been on this game. Anyways, as you can see, that's our package. I put my name upside down just to fuck with Joe, and it worked. And as you can see, he said during the game he was yelling and loud noises scared me. He would challenge me again. Whereas I said, he's still a tremendous dick. And here's my army list. James Silva, Orcs and Goblins. Orcs, no Koopa. Alright guys, I had a great time. This next game is going to be up against Mike Lies or Lees. I am very sorry if I cannot pronounce your name. I'm going to call you Lies, and I'm going to tell you that you probably do lie, but I don't know. Anyways, so guys, I don't know what the points are right now. They'll probably be popping up on the screen right around now. You'll see who basically who performed where. MVP. I think the MVP is a very solid MVP, which was the Cownado. The Cownado did something in the game that was just like, holy shit, that just happened. If I had a Rock Auroch on my flank, I would have a hard time right now with the Black Orcs dealing with that Rock Auroch, where the Cownado was just like, nope, just took him out. Between the Fanatics alone, they took out 2 Tribesmen, a couple wounds on Rufus, and a Rock Auroch. That's insane. That's pretty tough. That's pretty intense. So I got to give him a lot of credit. The Goblins in general did great. The Black Orcs did solid. So, and then even the Goblin Magic, that did great. Pyromancy, I'm a big fan of Pyromancy for Goblins. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. I will be posting up the next video as soon as I can make it. And I hope you guys are enjoying. Like I said in my other videos, I'm going to Salamanca, Spain, but it is very expensive for me to get out there, and I'm looking for you guys, the viewers, for help. If you guys could help me out, donate $1 to $2 or whatever, $5, $10, however much you feel necessary to get me out to Spain, that would be great. Because that would anything helps, and it'll help the burden of how much the cost of the trip will be. And I could get you guys coverage from ETC Salamanca, Spain. Besides that, if you guys haven't hit like and subscribe, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like me, then don't like it. That simple. If you don't like it, don't even watch. A lot of people do that. But I think that's about it. Bill, thank you for a great weekend. I had a great and fun time with Tremendous. He was just a fun guy to be around, and it's like Tom Taylor said, it's like we're brothers, but we didn't even know it. We were like separated at birth. Anyways, all right, guys. Hope you enjoy, and I will put up my next video as soon as I can. And till next time, take care and peace.